Hey guys, how are you? Welcome back to Therapy with Miss T, where I'm Miss T, and I have a quick message for someone, okay? So I had recorded this earlier, but I feel like I need to do it over because I don't feel like it was good, right? But for someone, okay, so yeah, guys, as always, this is Therapy with Miss T, where we keep it real, raw, and uncut. But as always, I'm not a therapist. I'm intuitive and I pick up on energy and messages from the Most High. If you've helped one, you've helped some. So as always, I hope that my message helps someone. But for someone around this time, the Most High really was saying that they are dealing with a roadblock, right? They are dealing with some sort of obstruction or something blocking them from moving forward around this time, right? So there's something going on with the energy, and there's something going on with the enemies around this time, to where there are certain people that are feeling stuck in their life or feeling like they don't know where to go or which way they're going. They may feel like they're at a block. They may feel like they're at a blockage, because that's how the Most High was giving it to me, was a roadblock. So there's something around this time where someone is having to wait, someone is having to pause, someone is having to sit. And this may be that there's something that the enemy has done or conspired against you or tried to do towards you that has now halted them in their own lives, that has now caused a blockage in their own life, and that has now had them to have to sit at this very roadblock, right? Because when you think of a roadblock, you have to sit and wait until you get up to the front so that you can be inspected, so that you can give out your ID, so that you can be searched in a sense, so that the people in charge, the officers, know what is going on, right? So they can know who you are and if you are who they're looking for, right? So the Most High said around this time that the enemies are going through a roadblock. They are going through some sort of blockage, or they may feel stuck around this time, right? So a roadblock is a temporary structure, and it's put across a road to stop the traffic. So there's something around this time that has been temporarily stopped in their lives because there's something where the Most High is wanting them to learn, is wanting them to sit, is wanting them to understand or understand whatever it is that they have done. Because the Most High loves us all, but the Most High still has to teach us as well. And sometimes the only way you are taught is if you have to sit at your roadblock, is if you have to wait, is if you have to pause, is if you have to deal with some sort of obstruction in your life so that you can learn from the lesson that is at hand, right? So the Most High said, yes, around this time, they are dealing with a roadblock, all right? So it says it's a barricade, it's an obstruction, and it's meant to halt or to halt you, right? To hinder you. So there's something around this time where there are people that are feeling halted. There are people that are feeling hindered. There are people that are feeling like, in a sense, they're not able to move forward, and they may not understand or understand why. And it may be that what's going on around this time is the Most High is trying to teach them a lesson, just like the Most High will teach us a lesson too. We too have been blocked. We too have been hindered in life before because we had to learn from something that we had done. Well, the enemy is going through that at this time. They are being hindered, they are being blocked, and they are dealing with something like, in a sense, a roadblock, right? There's an obstruction or something going on that is hindering them from being able to move forward at this time. And it's because the Most High is trying to teach them a lesson, right? It means to be stopped, and it means to be inspected, right? So there's something around this time, guys, where the Most High is placing it on me to place on you and to let you know that, yes, there is something going on with the enemies. This is why I tell you to pray for your enemies, because they are going through something, and it may actually feel like they're being obstructed, or they're being stopped, or they're being blocked from moving forward in their own life because they actually tried to cause some sort of havoc or harm in yours. So the Most High is having to teach them a lesson. And sometimes tough love is the best love because it gets you to where it is you need to be, and it helps you become a better version of yourself. And for someone around this time, the Most High is saying that, yes, they are dealing with some sort of blockages. Yes, they are dealing with some sort of roadblocks. And yes, they are having to sit and think and wait at this time before they are able to move forward. But it's only temporary, right? They too can be given a chance to move forward. They too can be given a chance to repent and release and give themselves to the Most High. But at this moment and in time, the enemies are dealing with some sort of blockage, obstruction, and they may feel hindered because of what they have done to you, right? That's why it says, vengeance is mine, thus saith the Lord. That's why I always tell you guys, you don't have to do anything. You don't have to do anything but give yourself to the Most High and pray, because the Most High will handle it, right? And sometimes the way it's handled is through a roadblock, through some sort of obstruction, through some sort of thing that is placed in the enemy's way, so that they will have to sit, so that they will have to think what it is that they have done when it comes to you and to others that they may have hurt, right? Because that's what life is, guys. Life is all about lessons. It's a game. And in order to learn the lesson and in order to go to the next level, you have to learn when you are right and when you are wrong. And all of us can be wrong. Even the enemies can be right when they want to be right, and then they can be wrong when they want to be wrong. Just like we can be right and wrong as well. Well, the Most High said he is dealing with them at this time. And, oh yeah, that came over me quick. He is dealing with them at this time, and what's going on is that they are being blocked, or they are feeling blocked, or they are feeling like they have been hindered in a sense, and it's just so that they can learn from what it is they have done, so that this temporary blockage can then be removed, and they too can go on with their lives. Okay, but yes, someone is dealing with a blockage. The way it was drawn to me was a roadblock, and that's how the Most High gave it to me to give it to you. Okay, so yeah, my throat chakras wanting to close up on me. So yeah, guys, that's what I got. That's the message. All right, so as always, you have to pray on it, use your discernment, take it to the Most High. But for someone around this time, yes, the enemy is dealing with a blockage. Yes, the enemy is having to wait and sit, and yes, they may feel hindered at this time. They may feel like they don't know when they can go forward again, but it's because they're being taught a lesson, and the lesson is that they need to give themselves to the Most High and repent for what it is they have done, so that they too can move forward with their own lives and go on their own path and on their own soul's calling and purpose, right? So you don't want to, that's why I say pray for the enemy. Pray for them, right? Because Jesus told you, forgive them, for they know not what they do. They don't know what they're doing when they go against you. They don't know what they're doing, because you're not battling flesh, but you're battling the darkness that lives within them, right? So around this time, just know that yes, the Most High said they are dealing with blockages. They are being hindered, and they are stuck at a roadblock at this time. And the only way to get through is that they have to be inspected. The only way to get through is that they have to show their ID. Just like the police will flash the light in the car to see what's going on, the Most High is inspecting them as well to see what's going on around this time, so that he can see if they're able to go through or if they have to wait a little bit longer. But for someone, just know that the Most High is dealing with the enemies. The Most High is working with the enemies. And for some enemies around this time, they are being halted, right? They're being stopped, they're being blocked, and they're being hindered. And unfortunately, that's what happens, so that you can learn your lesson, so that then you can continue to move on. All right, delayed don't mean denied, not even for the enemies, but they have to learn that they were wrong first when it comes to going against you. That is the message. That is how the Most High gave it to me. So yeah, guys, as always, I appreciate each and every one of you for rocking and rolling with me, Miss T, on another episode of Therapy with Miss T, where we keep it real, raw, and uncut. But as always, I'm intuitive, and I pick up on energy and messages from the Most High. I am not a therapist, but if you need help, feel free to reach out to someone to get the help that it is that you need. There is nothing wrong with speaking to someone. There's nothing wrong with getting some sort of help or assistance around this time, okay? But if you guys would like to support me, Miss T, you can. And I have sage, right? Sage bundles. I have candles. The lemon drop smells amazing. And I have negative energy be gone spray, right? Every day we must spray the negative energy be gone spray. All things spiritual, 444.com. So if you would like to support, I appreciate each and every one of you. I thank each and every one of you for rocking and rolling with me, Miss T. And yeah, guys, until next time, and as always, what we tell them, guys, we tell them namaste.